Welcome to another video. In this video I will solve all the vector calculus related questions from GATE mechanical engineering paper from 1994 to 2015. So here is the first question. X tends to infinite. So if you go to infinite, this sin x will vary from -1 to 1 and divided by infinite. So any value here divided by infinite is almost equal to 0. So the answer is D. In the second question, it seems that x tends to 0 is correct. So I will solve this question by using x tends to 0. So 1 by sin x minus 1 by tan x can be written as 1 minus cos x divided by sin x. You just differentiate at both sides, numerator and denominator. You will get sin x divided by cos x. If you put x 0, it is tan 0 means 0, so the solution is this. This is another question in 1994. Here you are required to find out whether this statement is true or false. I think this is actually the equation of Gauss theorem. So if you know Gauss theorem, then this statement is correct. So this is true, and I have explained about Gauss theorem in my previous video. So the answer is true. This is the question from 95, and if v is a differential vector function and f is sufficient differential function, then curl f is equal to. So here curl fb, this curl fv can be written as del cross fv. So there is two things for which this del can be applied. So first part is del, and for f because f is scalar, so del f, and then v, and the second is v is a scalar, v is vector, del is vector, so f into del cross v. So here del f means grad f cross v. So grad of v plus f curl v. This is curl v. So this is correct answer. This is another question. If you see here, x tends to infinite. So the range of this is -1 to 1, and range of sin x whole square is 0 to 1, which is negligible in comparison to x. So I can neglect this. So this ratio can be written as x cube divided by x square. That means equal to x. So when x tends to infinity, this value goes to infinity. So A is correct answer. This is another question. The function fx x cube minus 6x square plus 9x plus 25 has maxima at 1, minima at 3, maxima at 3, minima at 1, no maxima but a minima at x is equal to 3, a maxima at x but no minima. So I have explained already in the video of maxima and minima how to find out the maxima and minima. So first you require to differentiate with respect to x. So f dash x is equal to 3x square minus 12x plus 9. If you solve f dash x is equal to 0, you will get root as, here the root is 1 and 3. So critical point is 1 and 3, and f double dash x is equal to 6x minus 12. 6x minus 12. If you put 1 for f double dash 1 is equal to minus 6 and f double dash 3 is equal to 6. So f double dash 1 is negative and f double dash 3 is positive. So 1 is having at point 1 x is equal to 1, it is maxima, and at point 3 f is minima. So maxima and minima, this is the correct answer. This is 96th question. 1996 mechanical engineering gate. The expression of curl grade f is, so if you write curl grade f del cross grade f means del f. So del and del f is having same direction, and cross multiplication of same direction vector is 0, a vector of 0 magnitudes. So this is correct. This is 1997 question. So if y is mod of x, then this, if you plot this curve, first is this and this. So for x is for x less than 0 it is positive, y should be positive. So this is, and for x 0 and y is equal to x, so this is, so this blue one is the graph. So dy over dx is discontinuous at, if slope is here negative, slope is positive. If you, so slope is definitely discontinuous, one is positive and one is negative. Y is not discontinuous, y is not defined, both y and are discontinuous at, y is not discontinuous, only dy over dx is discontinuous, because this at here slope is 1, so slope is minus 1, and here slope is 1. If you plot the slope dy over dx, this is something like this, so it is discontinuous. So A is correct answer. This is another problem in 1997. So how to solve this problem? Basically you are required to find out the double integration here. So what you are required to do is you should draw this triangle first. So if you draw the triangle, it will come like this is, if this is x, this is y, and first point is 0 0 0 0, second point is 1 0 1 0, and third point is 0 1. So this is the line, this is the area for which you are required to find out the double integration. Now as I explained in my previous video, to calculate the double integration you should take one strip here. So suppose this is a one strip at a distance of x from origin. So what is the this y distance, this is the height of this line, because this is 45-degree angle, so this length must be equal to remaining x length. So this h is, so y is equal to 1 minus x. This is the relation, so you put here. Okay, so for this strip what is changing? Y, only y is changing, so you take dy first. So you can write it as integration of 0 to 1, first integrate 0 to 1 minus x 2x dx, and then integrate it with respect to x. Sorry, this is y, and for this particular portion, solution is you are required to treat x as constant. So twice x you can treat as constant, and y, 1 integration of 1 is y, and you are required to put 1 minus x first in place of y and then 0. So the answer will be twice x into 1 minus x minus 0, that is same. So that means twice x minus twice x square. Now if you put twice x minus twice x square at here, you will find integration of 0 to 1 twice x minus twice x square dx. If you solve this, twice x square by 2 minus twice x cube by 3 1 0. So if you put 1 here for x, you will get 1 minus 2 by 3, that is equal to 1 by 3. So the answer is this 1 by 3. So this is the question for GATE exam 1998. If phi x is equal to integration of root over t gt 0 to x square, then d phi by dt is, and you have to solve this. So the solution of this, first of all, this integration is, integration of any function is t to the power 1 plus 1 by 2 divided by 1 plus 1 by 2, and you are required to put x square 0, that is integration will be t to the power 3 by 2 and divided by 3 by 2, and you are required to put here x square 0, that is equal to, if you put x square here, means x cube into 2 by 3. Now if you differentiate this with respect to x, so d phi by dx is equal to 2 into 3 divided by 3 into x square, so twice x square. So twice x square is the answer. This is the correct answer. This is another question. The magnitude of gradient of function this. So grade of f is for I, you differentiate it with respect to x. What will you get? Y z cube and then I, plus differentiate this with respect to y, you will get x z cube j, plus differentiate with it with respect to z, you will get 3x y z square k. So if you put 102 here, so y is 0, so these two both become 0, so only this will be valid. So result is x you put 1 and for z 2 cube, that means 8j. So grade f is 8j, so magnitudes is 8, so C is correct answer. This is the GATE 99 question. Now I have explained you earlier, del 2 phi means del square phi divided del x2 plus del 2 phi by del y2 plus del 2 phi by del z2. So here this is equal to del 2 phi by del x2 means first differentiation will give twice axy and then again differentiation will give twice ay, and if you differentiate it with respect to y only, then you will get, if you differentiate twice, first is 3y square then 3y square, if you differentiate it, that is 6y, so minus 6y. If you differentiate this term twice, it will be 0, so this is, so if this is 0, that means twice ay minus 6y is equal to 0. That means twice a minus 6 into y is equal to 0. Y is not 0, that means a is equal to 3. 6 by 2 is 3. So the answer is this. Another question is, if v is this function, vector function, then curl v, what is the curl v? So I have explained how to find out the curl v, that is equal to ijk dy dx, dy dy, dy dz, dy dz, and then you put the function. So I twice x y, and for j twice y square minus x square, and for z it is 0. So this is curl v. Curl v equal to this. If you solve this, so if you find out the curl of v, this is vector I j k. For I, differentiation of 0 is 0, and differentiation of y and x with respect to z is 0, so this is 0. For j, differentiation of x with respect to z is 0, and differentiation of x with respect to 0 is 0, so this is also 0. And for k, differentiation of this with respect to x is minus 2x, and differentiation of this with respect to y is 2x, so minus 2x. So this is minus 4x into k, so minus 4x k along the unit vector k. So this is the answer. This is 2000 question, year 2000, limit of this. So if you x is, you can write x square minus 1 as x minus 1 into x plus 1, so divided by x minus 1, you cut it, you will get x plus 1, put x is equal to 1, this is 2, so answer is 2. This is another question for 2000. The maximum value of the directional derivative of the function. So directional derivative, I have told you, it is actually first you require to find out del, and you require to find out the component of that del in particular vector. So maximum value is nothing but del of this magnitude of del of phi. So del of phi is, you differentiate it with respect to x, that you will get 4x I, and del of if you differentiate this function with respect to y, you will get 6y j, and if you differentiate this function with respect to z, you will get 10 z k. So if you put the value 1 1 and minus 1 here, so if you put the value 1 1 and minus 1, you will get 4i plus 6y 6j and minus 10k. So magnitude of this vector is the maximum value of directional derivative. So magnitude is 4 square plus 6 square plus 10 square. So this is equal to 16 plus 36 plus 100. That means we equal to root over 152. So the answer is this. Here is another question from year 2000. So this is a double integration question. So integrate first, make a boundary here and integrate this. So if you integrate this, means sine of x plus y dx with respect to x from 0 to pi by 2 and treat y as constant, you will get minus cos x plus y, and from pi by 2 to 0. So if you put it here, you will get minus, if you put pi by 2 here first, then you will get minus sine cos y plus 90 degree is minus sine y. so minus of minus sine y, and then if you put 0 here, minus cos y. So this half term becomes sine y plus cos y. So if you put it here, you will get integration of 0 to pi by 2 sine y plus cos y into dy. If you solve this, sine y, integration of sine y is minus cos y, and integration of cos is sine, so plus sine y, and you are required to put pi by 2 and 0 in this. So if you put pi by 2 here, so pi by 2, cos pi by 2 is 0, so minus 0 plus sine pi by 2 is 1 minus, if you put 0 here, you will get minus 1. If you put 0 here, you will get 0. So this is equal to 1 minus minus plus, so plus 1, that is equal to 2. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So the answer is D, 2. This is the question from 2001. So div of R. So div of R, you require to differentiate with respect to x, differentiate it with respect to y, and differentiate it with respect to z, and add it. So 1 plus differentiation of this with respect to y is 1 plus differentiation of this with respect to z is 1, so 3. So this is the answer. This is another question. So you are required to find out the minimum point of the function. So for minimum point, you are required to differentiate it with respect to x. So f dash x is equal to 3x squared divided by 3 minus 1 is equal to 0. So x square is 1. So x means plus minus 1. So if you put plus 1 here, if you put at 1, fx is negative, and if you put minus 1, fx is positive. So minimum value is at 1. So answer is this. This is the question from 2002. Which of the following function is not differentiable in this domain minus 1 to 1? If you plot this graph for this is like x squared, so definitely this is differentiable, and for x is equal to 2, this is like this, so this is differentiable. For x, this is also like this function x minus 1, so this is, and for this function maximum of x and minus x. So for this is graph of t is like this, x, if you x is negative, y is maximum of x minus 1. So this is, so at this point this is not differentiable because slope is changing abruptly. So this is the correct answer. This is the question from GATE 2003. So if you are required to find out the limit of this, so you know that limit of sin x by x is equal to 1. So 1 multiplied by sin x, 1 multiplied 1 into sin 0 is equal to 0. So the answer is this, A. This is another question. You are required to find out the area. Area is basically a integration. So first, if you plot the graph, you will find one is this, another is this. So area enclosed by this both should be equal, and it is equal at 1 1 and 0 0. So this is the area required. So this is integration of f x minus x square 0 to 1 dx. So this is equal to 1 integration of x is x square by 2 minus x cube by 3 and 1 0. If you put 1 here, you will get 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. This means 1 by 6. So the answer is this. This is the question from GATE 2004, where x is equal to this and y is equal to this. Then dy by dx is required to, you are required to find out. Then you can write dy by dx as dy by d theta divided by dx by d theta. So dy by d theta is a into minus differentiation of minus cos theta is sin theta. So a into sin theta divided by a into differentiation of it with respect to theta is 1 minus cos theta. So a cancel. So this is equal to sin theta by 1 minus cos theta. Here you see this is the in terms of theta by 2. That means you are required to further write in another type. So sin theta, you can write it as twice sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2. You know this from trigonometric formula, and divided by 1 minus cos theta. You can write cos square theta by 2 minus sin square theta by 2. So 1 minus cos square theta is sin square theta, and minus minus plus. So this whole term is equal to twice sin square theta by 2. So if you 2 cancel, sin theta 1 sin theta cancel. So this is equal to cos theta by 2 divided by cos theta by 2 divided by sin theta by 2. That is equal to cot theta by 2. So the answer is this. This is another question in 2004. You are required to find out the triple integration of this. So to calculate the triple integration, for first you take this boundary here and treat this sin phi as constant. So r square into dr 0 to 1 integration is r square by 3 r cube by 3 and the range is 1 to 0. That means 1 by 3. So you can put it as 1 by 3. So now for second stage 0 to pi by 3 into 1 by 3 into sin phi into d phi. This is the second stage integration, and if you integrate it, you will get minus 1 by 3 into cos phi, and pi by 3 means 60 degree and 0. So you will get this is equal to minus 1 by 3 into cos 60 degree is 1 by 2 minus 0 is 1. So this is minus 1 by 2. So this is equal to 1 by 6. So put 1 by 6 for the third value. That means integration of 0 to 2 pi 1 by 6 into d theta. So here 1 by 6 into 2 pi minus 0. That means equals to pi by 3. So pi by 3 is the correct answer. This is the question from GATE 2005. So the line integral v dot dr of the vector function is from the origin to the point is. So I have explained you in my earlier video that you can calculate the line integral only when path is given. So if the path is given and v, for this reason, you can calculate the line integral. Starting point is given, final point is given, but line is not given. So cannot be determined without specifying the path, because for different line this value v dot dr is different. So D is the correct answer. This is GATE 2006 question. You are required to find the line normal to the function. So how can you find this? So f dash x is equal to, this is 2 by 3 into x plus 8 to the power 2 by 3 minus 1. So if you put at 0, you will get 2 by 3 into, if you put 0, 8 to the power minus 1 by 3, that means 1 by 2, so that means equals to 1 by 3. So this is the slope, and if you are required to find out the equation, then the equation of the line is y is equal to mx plus c. So mx is slope, so y is equal to mx by 3 plus c. If you put 0, 5 for x is equal to 0, c is 5, so c is equal to 5, so equation is y is equal to x by 3 plus 5. So if you multiply with 3y is equal to x plus 15. So this is so x plus x minus 3y is equal to 15. So x minus 3y, or you can write this 3y is equal to x plus 15. This is the correct answer. This is another question of 2006. So you are required to find out the limiting value. So using L'Hospital's rule, just differentiate numerator and denominator. You will get 4x minus 7 divided by 10x minus 12. Now put x is equal to 3. You will get 12 minus 7 divided by 13. 30 minus 12, that is equal to 5 by 18. So P is correct. This is the question of GATE 2007. The minimum value of the function y is equal to x square in the interval 1 to 5. If you plot the graph, this is like this, x and y, and this is the graph, and you are required to find 1 to 5. So here you see the minimum value is at 1. If you put x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1, so the minimum value is 1. This is another question from GATE 2007. You are required to find out the limiting value using L'Hospital's rule. You first differentiate numerator and denominator. You will get e to the power x minus 1 minus x divided by twice x square, 3x square. So if you put the value x is equal to 0 here, 1 minus 1 divided by 0, so 0 by 0, so you require again differentiate it. So if you again differentiate it with respect to x, above numerator and denominator, you will get e to the power x minus 1 divided by 6x. If you put x is equal to 0, you will get again 0 by 0, so you require to again differentiate it. If you differentiate it again, you will get e to the power x divided by 6. Now put x is equal to 0, you will get 1 by 6. So 1 by 6 is the answer. This is GATE 2008 question. So you are required to find out the limiting value. You differentiate numerator and denominator using L'Hospital's rule. You will get 1 by 3 x to the power 1 by 3 minus 1, that is minus 2 by 3 divided by 1. If you put x is equal to 8 here, you will get 1 by 3 into 1 by 2 into 2, that is 4, that is it means 1 by 12. So this is the correct answer. B is the correct answer. This is another question. You are required to find out the divergence of the vector. So div of any f is differentiate with respect to x. differentiate it with respect to y and add, differentiate it with respect to add and add. So differentiating it with respect to x 1 plus differentiating with respect to y 1 plus with respect to z 1, that is 3. So answer is 3. This is another question of GATE 2008. This is the shaded area, and for this shaded area you are required to find out the double integration of xy dx dy. So suppose I'm taking one strip here, and this is elementary part. So suppose this is x. So x, for this strip x is constant, y is variable. So for if you are required to find out this point in terms of x, how can you find this? See the slope. So if the height is y, so y divided by 2 minus x is equal to 1 by 2, because this 1, this is 2, 1 by 2 is same slope is having y divided by 2 minus x. So you can write as y is equal to 2 minus x by 2. So for finding the double integration, you treat you take dy first, because x is constant, only variable changing is y. So should differentiate integrate this first. So this is equal to integration of from 0 to 2 minus x by 2 x y dy, and you treat x as constant. So you will get x by 8 into 2 minus x to the power whole square. If you expand this, you will get 1 by 8 into 4x minus x cube minus 4x square. So if you integrate here the range of for this x dx, and the range is from 0 to 2, x is range from 0 to 2. If you integrate it, you will get answer as 1 by 6. So answer is 1 by 6. This is another question. You are required to find out the directional derivative and in direction of this. So I have explained already in my previous video. So to calculate the directional derivative, you first find out the del f. So del f is differentiate it with respect to x, that is twice x I, plus differentiate it with respect to j or y, that is 4y j, and differentiate it with respect to z, you will get 1 and k. So this is del f and magnet in direction of this. So what you require to do is you first multiply this and this. So dot multiplication is 3 into 2. So at 0.11112, so 0.112 twice I plus 4j plus 2k. So dot multiplication with 3 and minus 4, you will get dot multiplication is 3 into 2, that is 6, and 6, and multiplication of minus 4 into 4 minus 16, and into magnitude of this, divide it by magnitude of this. So 3 square plus 4 means 5. So minus 10 divided by 5, that means minus 2. So this is the correct answer. This 5 comes by root over 3 square plus 4 square. So this is the correct answer. Here is a question from GATE 2009, and div of this f. So differentiate it with respect to x, you will get 3z plus differentiate it with respect to y, you will get 2x. Differentiate it with respect to z, you will get minus 2yz. Now put 1 1 1, you will get 3 plus 2 minus 2, so answer is 3. This is another question. The distance between origin and point nearest to the surface z square plus 1 plus xy, what is the value? So you know that to get the nearest value, del z by, suppose this is z square is equal to t, so del t by del x should be equal to 0, and del t by del y should be equal to 0. So if you differentiate with respect to x, that means y is equal to 0, and if you with respect to y, you will get x is equal to 0. So x and y is 0, so from origin at point 0 0, distance is 1, so the answer is 1. This is another question. The area enclosed between curve y square 4x minus and is, so this is basically a graph. If you plot this and this, so this is area, and you can write in terms of, if you find what is a point here, you will see that 4 4 is the point. So the value is, area is integration of, first is this curve 4x minus root of this minus x square by 4, y1 minus y2, first this value and then this value, and then dx. So you can write it as integration of twice x to the power 1 by 2 minus this x square by 4 dx, and x ranges from 0 to 4. So if you find out the values, this is 2 into x to the power 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2 minus x to the power q divided by 4 into 3, this means 12. If you solve this, you will find that if you put 4 and 1, you will get 16 by 3. So the answer is this, 16 by 3. Here is another question from GATE to 2010. The parabolic arc is this, and if you revolve this in this range, you are required to find out the volume. So you can get the volume by first calculating the area of revolution and then integrate it. So area of revolution is pi r square, so r is pi into root over x to the power whole square, means pi x. This is the area, and you integrate it with respect to x from 1 to 2, so you will get pi x square by 2, and you will get value as pi by 2 into 4 minus 1, so this is 3 pi by 2, so this is the correct answer. Here the value of integral of this, so integration of this is 10 inverse x and infinite to minus infinite, so pi by 2 minus pi by 2, that means pi. So answer is this, D. Okay, this is the question from 2011. What is the limit of limit theta tends to 0 sin theta theta, and you remember it, this is 1. So answer is this. This is another question. If fx is even function and a is positive real number, then this is how much. So here you see fx is y is positive and dx delta x is positive in throughout range, so this value is always positive, so you are required to add your double of this function. So this is the correct answer. This is the same question asked in 2012 that I have already solved this question in previous papers. The answer is 1 by 6. This is another question for GATE 2012. So if you plot this function, you will get function like this. So definitely this is continuous, but at this point this is not differentiable. So continuous and non-differentiable at point x is equal to 0. So C is correct. This is another question. To solve this, you differentiate by using L'Hospital's rule. So differentiation of it is sin x divided by twice x. Again differentiate it, you will get cos x divided by 2. So if you put 0, that is 1 by 2. So answer is this. This is another question. For this surface, find the unit of normal vector. That I have explained how to calculate this. What you require to do is you are required to find out the del of del f. So this is a function, and del f is equal to twice x I plus twice y j plus twice z k. So unit vector along this, if you put first of all x, y and z at here, means 2 by root 2. So root 2 I plus 2 by root 2, that means root 2 j, and if you put here it becomes 0. So this is, so unit vector is divided by del f. This is unit vector is 1 by under root 2 plus 2, that is 4. That means 1 by 2 into root 2i plus root 2j. That means I by root 2 plus j by root 2. So I by root 2 plus j by root 2. This is the correct answer. Here is the question for GATE 2014 first paper in first session. So use L'Hospital's rule, differentiate it, you will get 1 minus cos x divided by sin x. So again 0 by 0, so again differentiate it, you will get sin x divided by sin x divided by cos x. So this is 10x. So if you put 0 here, it will be 0. So this is 0. This is another question from GATE 14. So this is basically a Green's theorem. So if you know that Green's theorem, this is equal to double integration of, you differentiate it with respect to x, that means minus differentiate this with respect to y, so minus 1, so minus 2, that means minus 2 into dy into dx. So double integration of this, so this is actually the volume of this surface, and this is constant, height is constant, minus 2. So the area is, so the volume is area multiplied by height, so area is pi r square. So here r is 1 by 2, so pi r square is equal to, area is equal to pi by 4. So height is minus 2 into and pi by 4, so minus pi by 2. So this is the answer. Here, to find out the limit, you just differentiate using L'Hospital's rule, numerator and denominator. You will get twice e to the power 2x divided by 4 into cos 4x. If you put 0 here, 2 by 4, that means 0.5. So this is the correct answer. This is another question. You are required to find out the curl of the vectors. So curl is I, j, k, and then you put value del y del x, del y del y, and del y del z, and then x square z square minus twice x y square z, and then twice y square z cube. Now for I, if you differentiate with respect to y, you will get 4 y z cube minus for this. If you differentiate with respect to z, you will get minus plus twice x y square. This is for I. So here you see 4yz cube plus twice x y square. For j, you differentiate this with respect to z, so you will get if you differentiate this with respect to z, you will get twice x square z, and minus, if you differentiate this with respect to x, you will get 0, so twice x square z, so twice x square z. So this is the correct answer, because if you see a and b, this is plus and this is minus, so plus is correct, so a is correct. Here, to find out the divergence div of f, differentiate this with respect to x and differentiate this with respect to y, and differentiate it with respect to z, and add all this. So if you differentiate with respect to x, you will get twice x z plus x minus twice y z. So if you put 1 minus 1 here, so for y it is minus 1 and rest is 1, so twice 2 plus 1 and plus 2, this is equal to 5. So this is correct. Here is another question. You are required to integrate this. So first what you need to do is integrate it with respect to y and treat x as constant. If you do this, you will get e to the power x plus y, and from x to 0. So if you put x here, you will find e to the power 2x, and if you put x is equal to 0, sorry, y is equal to 0, if you put y is equal to 0, you will get e to the power x minus e to the power x. Now integrate this with respect to dx from 0 to 2. So if you integrate it, you will get e to the power 2x divided by 2 minus e to the power x, and from 2 to 0. So you will get e to the power, if you put 2 here, it will be 4 divided by 2 minus e square minus, if you put 0 here, 1 by 2 minus 1. So this is equal to 1 by 2 into e to the power 4 minus twice e square plus 1. This is equal to 1 by 2 into e square minus 1 to the power whole square. So this is the answer. The answer is this, B. 1 by 2 e square minus 1 to the power whole square. This is the 2015 question. If you require to find out the limit value or using L'Hospital's rule, you just differentiate numerator and denominator. You will get, if you differentiate, you will get minus sine x square into 2x divided by 8. Differentiation of this comes as 8x cube. Now if you divide this, you will get sine x square into 4x square. If you differentiate it again, you will get cos x square into 2x divided by 8x. So if cancel this, and you will get cos x square divided by 4. If you put x is equal to 0 here, you will get 1 by 4. So answer is C, 1 by 4. This is the question of GATE 2015. So x is parametric function of t, y is parametric function of t, and z is also parametric function of t. You can calculate the length of the curve by using this formula. Integration of 0 to pi by 2 and root over differentiation of this. So minus sine t whole square plus differentiation of this with respect to t, that is cos t whole square, and plus differentiation of this with respect to t, that is 2 by pi to the power whole 2 by pi to the power whole square and dt. So if you solve this, this is equal to 0 to pi by 2 into root over sin square theta plus sin square t plus cos square t 1 plus here 4 by pi square into dt. That means root over 1 plus 4 by pi square into pi by 2. If you put pi value as 3.14, the value of this is 1.86. So you can fill the answer here as 1.86. This is the problem on 2015. Here this equation shows this is a circle and the end is required to move from this point to this point. This is 1 by 4 of diameter of this circle. So the length of diameter of a circle is pi into d. So this length is pi d by 4. So if you put diameter is 4, so 3.14 into 4 divided by 4, that means 3.14 is the length of the green path. So time taken is speed is 1.57. So time is s by v, as is 3.14 divided by 1.57. This is equal to 2. So you fill here 2. For this question, if you plot the graph will come like this. So here this function is having minimum value at 0. So this is correct answer. This is another question. You are required to find out the curl of V. Curl of V can be found out by this formula that I have explained earlier. If you find out the value, you will get minus 3i. So minus 3i is the correct answer. This is another problem. The surface integral this over the sphere is given by this. So here, if you know the Gauss formula, you can rewrite it as 1 by pi. You can remove 1 by pi outside, 1 by pi, and surface integration of f dot n dot ds is equal to triple integration div of v and dx dy dz for entire volume. So here the volume is, if you see, this is the sphere and radius is r, so dx dy dz integration, first of all dv is dv, differentiate it with respect to 9 and differentiate it with respect to differentiate first with respect to x and differentiate the second with respect to y. So 9 minus 3, that is 6. So you can replace it by 6, and integration of triple integration of this entire volume is volume of this sphere, and the volume of a sphere is given by 4 by 3 pi r cube. So if you put here in this value will be equal to 1 by pi, this is, and triple dv is 6 into this total triple integration is 4 by 3 pi r cube. R is 3, so 3 into 3, 3 into 3 into 3. So this 3 cancel, pi cancel. So 24 into 3 into 3, 9. 24 into 9 is 216. So 216 is the answer. This is the question from GATE 2015 set 3. So to find out the value of limit here, you require to do differentiation by L'Hospital's rule here. So differentiation of this minus sin x is minus cos x divided by twice differentiation of this twice sin x plus x cos x. You can write twice cos x plus cos x minus x sin x. You should know how to differentiate, and if you put 0 in this, you will get minus 1 by 2 plus 1 minus 0, that is equal to 1 by 3. So minus 1 by 3, so it is equal to minus 0.33. So here minus 0.33. This question here I have explained already. Nothing can be true. This is true because div of curl of V means del dot del cross F del cross V. So del cross V is perpendicular to del, so there is 90-degree difference. So dot product of any two vector which is having 90-degree difference is 0. So this is 0. So this is the answer. So this is correct. This is the question from set 3 of 2005 GATE. So the value you are required to find out the value of this integration where C is bounded by this. So this is the line x plus 1, x plus y is equal to 1. So 1 0 and this is 0 1. So if you remember Green's theorem, you can get the values by this is equal to double integration in this region, and first you differentiate it with respect to x, you will get minus 6y, and minus differentiate it with respect to y, this is minus 16y, and then perform dx dy. So for this reason, so double integration range is 0 to 1, 0 to 1, and here 10y, range is 0 to 1 and 10y into dx dy. To solve this double integration, you make one strip here, and the range is from 0 to y, range is 0 to 1 minus x. So double integrate this, bring out the 10 outside, and first is 0 to 1, and the first integration you should take with respect to y, because in this strip only y is changing. So y dy and 0 to 1 minus x. So if you integrate this, y dy integration of this is y square by 2, and the range is 1 minus x to 0. If you put range in this, 1 minus x square divided by 2, that is 2, 10 by 2 is 5, so 5 into this. So if you expand this, 1 plus x square minus 2x dx and 0 to 1. So if you again integrate it, integration of 1 is x, integration of x square is x cubed by 3, integration of minus 2x is minus 2x squared by 2. If you put 1 0 in this, you will get 5 into 1 plus 1 by 3 minus 1, so 5 by 3, that is equal to 1.66. so the answer is 1.66. So this is all the answers of GATE from 1994 to 2005. Thank you.